Hey Emma, make sure we're going to do some problems. Make sure that after, when I say pause the screen, you can pause the screen and do these problems on your own and then check them with me. So, first couple problems are what we did together. It was when you have a monomial times another monomial, but you'll notice that the exponents are still the same. So go ahead and try to do each one of these, and then when you're done with that, try to do this last one. Now, this last one's a little bit different. There's numbers in front, and these numbers are different, but if you notice, the variable is the same. The base is the same, so therefore you can do that little trick we talked about when multiplying. Alright, so go ahead and pause the screen and try them on your own. Alright, hopefully you have solved them on your own. Let's go over them together. The first answer would be you don't have to multiply the 3's because they each have the same exponent, so you leave the base the same, and then you just add the exponents because you were multiplying and you get 3 to the 5th power. Next one, same thing. You do 4 to the 2nd times 4 to the 6th. You can leave the 4 the same and just add the exponents. You get 4 to the 8th. Last one, a little bit different because when you have variables and numbers, you have to multiply these numbers out in front. So 3 times 2 is 6, and then when we go to multiply the a's, what you can do is, because they have the same base, you can leave the base the same, and just add the exponents. You get 6a to the 10th. Alright, let's go to the next one. This is power of a power. So, go ahead and see what you remember. Pause the screen and go ahead and do these. Alright, so hopefully you got a chance to go and do them. Now let's go over the answers. Now when you have a power to another power, instead of adding, you actually multiply the powers. So I do 2 times 4, and I get 3 to the 8th power. And this one is 4 times 2, and it's 2 to the 8th power as well. Alright, now we have division problems. So go ahead, and these are division of monomial problems. Go ahead and pause the screen, and when you're done, go ahead and hit play, and I'll go over the answers. Alright, so here are the answers. When you are dividing monomials, and these have the same bases, a base of b, so you just leave the base the same, and you just subtract the exponent. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Answer is b to the first, or you could actually just go b. This is a to the 7th divided by a squared, so you could just do a, and then 7 minus 2 is 5. Last one, a little bit different because we have numbers and we have variables. Well, the numbers you actually go ahead and divide. So 14 divided by 7 is 2, and then you have to work with the variables. A squared divided by a, this is a to the first. So because you're dividing, the a's are the same, you could just do 2 minus 1 and get a to the first, which is just a. And you're left with 2a as your answer. Next one, this is scientific notation. Go ahead and pause the screen, and I want you to write these in standard form. So I want you to take them out of scientific notation and put them in standard form. So, alright, so now that you are hopefully have done it, let's talk about what the answer is. When you have scientific notation, and you'll know it's scientific notation because it's going to say times 10 to some power, remember that you just have to move the decimal this many places. Now if it's negative, you move it to the left. So in this case, you have 3.0, and you're going to move the decimal to the left 2 times. 1, 2. And then right here, you're going to add a 0, and you're left with 0.03. You can put that 0 if you want, but you don't have to. Next one, you have a positive exponent when it's in scientific notation. So you could just move the decimal to the right 8 times, and you would get, if you keep moving it to the right 8 times, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go 7, 8, and add all your zeros. You end up with 2, 1, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then we're going to put in our commas by working from the right side. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. And you get that as your answer. One of the last ones we have, you could also divide scientific notation. And dividing scientific notation is kind of like the one we did over here. when you have numbers and you have variables. Alright, so when we have these numbers out in front, we can divide them. So go ahead and pause the screen, and then when you're done, go ahead and hit play again. Alright, so when we divide 2 and 4 tenths, divided by 1 and 2 tenths, we get 2. Then we're going to work with this part. And now you'll notice that the tens are the same. So our rule is we could bring down our times sign, we could bring down our 10, and then we're just going to take the exponents and subtract them, and you get 2. So your final answer in scientific notation is 2 times 10 to the second. So one more problem I want you to do. So I'm going to write 2 of them out, and then I want you to pause it and then do them on your own. Are these 2 problems? So these 2 problems, remember, now that hopefully you've done it already, 3 to the negative second. Remember, if you have a negative exponent, it flips to the bottom as 3 to the second. And another way you could write that is 1 over 3 times 3, which equals 1 over 9. Next one. Same thing, negative exponent, so you do 1 over 6 to the third, which is 1 over 6 times 6 times 6, which is the same as 1 over, and then you do 36 times 6, $216 is your answer. Alright, Emma, make sure you can watch these videos as much as you want, but good luck tomorrow, okay?